sense of humor.
The deadly officer-involved shooting is currently under investigation after authorities say a Homewood police officer shot someone.
The family wants to see the body camera footage. 3 days later, they're still waiting.
If the goal is to trust law enforcement, if the goal is to have transparency and believe in those who wear the badge.
He's 18 years old, had his whole life ahead of him. So I can only imagine, I just ask yourself and the viewers, how would you feel if you lost one of your relatives at 18?
Monday, June 23rd, 2025. At around 9:30 p.m., a Homewood police officer observed a vehicle parked in the back corner of the Homewood soccer complex with 2 occupants sitting inside. The officer approached the vehicle and allegedly smelled the odor of marijuana. The officer ordered both occupants out of the vehicle. When the driver, who was identified as 18-year-old Jabari Peoples, exited the vehicle, the officer allegedly saw a handgun in the door pocket of the driver's side door. The officer attempted to place Jabari in handcuffs, but Jabari began to resist. A physical struggle ensued, resulting in the officer being knocked to the ground. Jabari then managed to escape from the officer and grabbed it from the driver's side door. The officer fired 1 shot from his service weapon to defend himself, striking Jabari as he fell to the ground, still gripping the hand, according to the police. The officer then instructed the other occupant to sit on the curb while he removed the handgun from Jabari's possession. Jabari would be transported to UAB Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased at around 10:06 p.m.
In other stories, a deadly officer-involved shooting is currently under investigation after authorities say a Homewood police officer shot someone at a Homewood park. Now, it happened at around 9:30 last night at the Homewood soccer park off of Lakeshore Drive. Now, police say an officer was investigating a suspicious vehicle. They say someone inside that vehicle got into a fight with the police officer, then pulled out a gun. Investigators say the officer shot that suspect. The suspect was taken to UAB Hospital where he died. As for the officer, well, that officer was treated and released on the scene. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency is currently investigating that.
Homewood police say the details surrounding the incident were captured on the officer's body cam.
And we're staying on top of breaking news out of Homewood. Law enforcement and loved ones are now speaking out after an officer involved left 18-year-old Jabari Peoples dead.
Jabari Peoples died Monday during a scuffle with an officer near Lakeshore Drive.
They claim Peoples ran to grab a gun out of his car when he was shot. That the officer's body camera footage backs up that statement.
According to police, officers in a marked vehicle approached Peoples, who was parked in the complex Monday night. Reportedly, the officer smelled marijuana and asked Peoples and a passenger to step out of the car.
The officer, quote, attempted to secure Mr. Peoples in handcuffs to effect an arrest for unlawful possession of marijuana and possible other charges. At which point Mr. Peoples began to actively resist. A physical struggle ensued, at which point the officer was knocked to the ground. They add that Mr. Peoples broke away from the officer and retrieved the hand from the open driver's side door pocket, creating an immediate deadly threat to the officer. The officer, fearing for his safety, fired 1 round from his service weapon to defend himself.
But some of the community are not convinced. A post on Facebook shared by someone claiming to be a family member says a witness at the scene saw something different. That post says Peoples didn't have a gun, didn't resist, and wasn't aggressive.
We also reached out to the family of 18-year-old Jabari Peoples, who say they're not making any public comments right now, and all comments will come from their attorney. We also spoke with high school teammates of Peoples who say they remember a respectful, calm young man who they also say they never saw lose his temper.
And that Aaliyah, which is the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, has taken possession of the camera. Authorities said that since the investigation has been handed over to Aaliyah, only they have the authorization by law to release any recording of the incident.
Peoples' death has caused heartbreak and outrage in the small town of Aliceville, where he grew up.
And a track star and a recent high school graduate, those who knew Peoples best say they're shocked by his death and they just want answers tonight.
Jabari was not a violent individual, not even a little bit. We want to know what happened. And we want to know the officer that was involved. We want to see the body cam. We want to see everything.
Jabari Peoples' family wants answers. Why did a Homewood officer open fire on the Aliceville teen Monday night? What exactly led up to that fatal decision?
I said, baby, I was shocked.
For Jabari Peoples' track coach Thomas Wilkes, his lack of words seem to echo the sentiments the rest of the town of Aliceville is feeling right now.
I worked in law enforcement for over a decade, but there has to be some level of decorum and when a young man's life is lost. And again, that's how I feel about it.
Shock turning to frustration. Mayor Terrence Wyndham says the people of Aliceville and Jabari's family deserve transparency. He's urging the city of Homewood and its police department to release the body cam video from Monday night at the Homewood soccer complex.
If the goal is to trust law enforcement, if the goal is to have transparency and believe in those who wear the badge and serve and protect us, then we need transparency. And when statements were released that someone was working with the family through Aaliyah or whoever to watch the video, we were excited about that. But it's just not true.
Family attorney Leroy Maxwell says so far Aaliyah has not made the video available to them. And despite the police department insisting the video shows Peoples going for a, his girlfriend maintains he was unarmed.
She was right beside him as he was dying. Never saw a gun before, during, and after. Never saw a gun whatsoever.
Now this is truly sad, and my prayers go out to the friends and family. And I find it crazy that they haven't released the body cam footage, although they claim that there was no wrongdoing on the officer's behalf.
So we're heading back home now, but we've been up in Birmingham most of the day. But it's just, it's bad enough that the officer them, but to be spreading these alleged events, what happened, and lying about it, you know, it's just not right. We have spoken with the news, CBS 42. We've done an interview with the news people. I just want to go on record and just let you all know that Jabari did not pull a gun on that officer. The officer was not injured. Nobody notified the family. This happened last night. Family wasn't notified that he was killed until 9:30 a.m. this morning. So again, please do not believe that article that's going around saying that there was an altercation and he pulled a gun. He did not. I repeat, he did not pull a gun. The officer was not injured. None of the above. There will be a story posted coming out later this week that we did with the news channel. The young lady that was with him, she was a witness. She saw everything, so she was out there with us today also. So the events that happened is not what's been told. The police yet, as of today, have not spoken with the family. Jabari's mom, our dad, my uncle have not properly identified their child. We were told that he was identified by someone at the hospital last night. By who? It wasn't family, because we just learned about it this morning. So it's just a lot. It's a lot of stuff that seems to be being covered up and wanting to get swept up under the rug. But of course, we're not going to let that happen. So again, like I said, I just wanted to come on and let y'all know that, because I've been seeing little comments and people sharing that, you know, he did not pull a gun on the officer. The officer was not injured in no shape, form, nor fashion. So I just want to go on the record to let y'all know that is not what happened. And we will get to the end of it. We will. Y'all just give us time. Pray for us. We gonna get through this. So I just wanted to let y'all know that please don't go on with that article is saying, because it's far from the truth.
But if y'all remember the Ryan Hinton case, if you don't, you can go check out my video and it'll get you caught up. But in that case, they immediately released the body cam footage and evidence photos of the that Ryan allegedly had in his possession. And even though they're in two different jurisdictions, why isn't the same being done here? I mean, because if there's no wrongdoing on the officer's behalf, why not release the body cam footage? I mean, at least the photos of the gun that he allegedly had. and the fact that they won't just seemed kind of suspect to me. But I want to know y'all thoughts on this one, so comment down below. And if you haven't already and you're feeling the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I got more videos coming. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one.
Yikes, you'll be like, hey yo, what's the price? Yikes, when it come to me, I do nothing twice. Yikes, 223, got you taking